Yo, Piotr and welcome back to my stream. I welcome you to my stream. Glad to see you here. How are you?
Hi there.
Hello, Fyodra.
Hi there.
Right. Time is 2 AM. We should check out our status on our skill. Illusion 99. Good, good. You have a headache. I know how it feels, bro. Headed too. Yeah, indeed.
Hey, that isn't yours.
Hey, that isn't yours. Damn it. Well, that was a failure right from the start. I'm a thief, but I don't want to be discovered. Hey, who's watching?
Are you in trouble? Is that why you're hiding like that?
Oh yeah, I'm in trouble.
Hi there.
Oh, Fiora. Wait, what? It's locked. So I can't enter. What they did was a dick move.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah.
Is there something I can
Yes?
do for you? Develo's blessing.
Let's break in again. I hope they won't tell me again not to get in there. But I can take as much stuff as I want. Yo bro, welcome back to my stream.
Friends like you are hard to find, and very valuable to me.
Can you train me in enchanting?
You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you.
Oh, it's expensive, so no, I'm not
All right,
teaching
then.
that.
It's a fine day with you around.
Ooh,
What are you doing back there?
chest full of gold. Well, it's not full, but at least we acquired some gold with it. At least nobody saw me stealing these items. The library is now empty. I just wonder at which stage there will be the Mages Guild library after I am done with it. Come on. It's almost 4 AM. Still, there is no place for me to sell all that.
Yes.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. Yes? Yes, yes, I haven't got all day. How dare you!
Somebody do something. I hope that I won't have to steal everything from the start. Damn it. Come on, I thought I saved the game. Ah.
Friends like you are hard to find, and very valuable to me. You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you.
I need to focus.
Until next time.
So far, my today's adventures are only failure. Wait, what if I...
Hey, hand, here we go.
It's failure after failure. Let's get back to it after I'm more focused.
Oath.
Oh yeah. I'm agree, I think, just for now. So we have the House of Horrors. So before we start another quest, we need to unload somewhere. So I know one destination for sure. It's this Reach Stormcloak camp. What is this location for? The Sidna mine.
You've actually done it. You found the Sibyl of Dibella. You've done Markarth a tremendous service.
Yeah, really, thanks. Is somebody believes in me in this game? Kolskager mine. No. We'll reach for the Reach Stormcloak camp. I really still hope to unload there. Oh, it's glorious. This house was crawling with forsworn dwellers. Let's get inside and see what's what. What? Pavos house in Slaw. Right, we'll... What try to visit during the day's hours. Who are you? Oh.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
Well, I'll be on my business, of course. Staff of Flames. Well, it sucks to be him. They consider me harmless with such staff.
This ends now!
What a lousy way to kill stuff here in this game. Mercy, mercy. Alright.
End it.
I wonder why is that? They considered me a lesser threat than the prisoner. Funny.
What I can spare.
Well, you can spare a lot of money, as usual. exploit this cave for some more. After all, we need to be lighter in order to pillage any location we'll find.
Your eyes open. What do you need?
Right, here we go again. We got lots of musical instruments. Oops. Alright. Right, let's cross this bridge and get back to any location. The time is 6 AM. Let's fill our inventory with some interesting items and go and sell it. Why, it is still day. Wait, what is it? Oh, it's nothing. Just a rock formation. inside the Blind Cliff Cave. Wait, who's that? There's one Farragut. She got 2 swords. Bold, very bold. Perhaps too bold. Wait, what if I use 2 swords? Sounds ridiculous, right? Although... Here, take this.
What was that?
I've missed.
I'll gladly give you myself.
Hjalti's sword.
You're out of your league.
Look at the new plan. We need just the other shout. Shouts. Elemental Fury.
This is the end for you.
Come on. It almost looks like cheating. Wait, somebody else sees me.
Where'd you go?
How do I get to her? Is there a safer way? Get down there. Probably double weapons with Elemental Fury is to cheat. Somewhat I like it. Gilded armor. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, some gold in it. Nice broken tower, by the way. I like the design. Wait, we've been through all the locations here, right? I think we were, yeah. Let's go to a deeper level.
Never should have come here.
Oh, come on. Just came, just show me some hospitality. That was really cruel. More! Restoration increase to 80. I just wonder whether that's dependent or not on the amount of health I've recovered or not. Oh, that's how it should be operated.
Where are you?
Nice job. I really think I must applaud to him. He made it so easy. Blind Cliff Bastion. Hey, how do I open it? There's supposed to be somebody alive, right? I believe this is the material for the next stream. Where's this? Did this guy die? I say, what a good job he did. Yeah, where the hell am I going? There's this whole city, ripe for the taking of its money. You're on your own. Sadly, no troll inside to put my fireball at his face. Still not a visitor hour. As if I should care. I thought this was somebody's leg.
The north wind chills us to the bones. Yes.
Let's see what you have for you got for sale. Oh, he really did trade something. Okay. God of Fire that does 10 points per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. What a good trade. Thanks, Risad. You too.
What can I do for you? Oh, did you need something?
Finest jewelry. Are you looking for a gift for a friend, perhaps? Or a lover? Take a look.
Well, some sense of humor is appropriate. Thanks, Kara.
Fresh meat for your stomach? Don't try to haggle with me. Buy or leave.
Dare I ask where all this meat comes from?
Ah, now that is a good question. Where does Hogni get the finest, freshest meat from all over the Reach? The answer's simple. Orcs. There is a stronghold nearby whose hunters can butcher a deer in seconds. Now having an orc for a wife would be something, yes. Strong and bulky. Too bad they don't let people go beyond the walls. Let me show you where they are. Maybe they welcome you. Maybe they put an arrow in your face. Who knows? Come back when you need more meat.
They pursued somebody. Let's take a look. The poor in Markarth live in the warrens and are almost exclusively natives of the Reach.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Who is this person you were chasing?
A war dog is good company and good protection.
How long have you been training dogs?
My family's been doing it for years. You need one out in the Reach. Don't want to be alone when some Forsworn comes swinging. I personally trained a whole litter for the Jarl. That reminds me, I was gonna deliver some dog food to the keep. Spiced beef, their favorite.
I could deliver that for you.
Wow, look at you. Thanks. Take it to Voada. She handles all the dogs for the Jarl.
Deliver spiced beef to Voada.
Respect the law.
Well, it's a nice task because we need to know what the Jarl is, and that information is required to buy real estate in Markarth. I hope it's not too expensive for me. Dora.
Being
Dara.
an apprentice is great. I can swing a hammer.
Is your armor made of dragon skins? By the gods, what wouldn't I do for a set of that?
Yeah, you'd kill a dragon. A few of them, actually.
Why are you bothering the outsider?
I want to know more about Markarth.
Then you're talking to the wrong man. You want that elf in the keep, Calcimo. The only thing I'll tell you about Markarth is to stay out of our business. We have enough around here without some outsider causing trouble. I should get back to work. Money doesn't count itself. Bother someone else. Didn't I speak clear enough? Out my way. Didn't I speak clear enough?
I don't have enough money to count. I have 553,000 pieces of gold.
Those white run frogs take down a dragon so massive.
I can't say it's so notable in this city. Wait, it's the keep? Understone keep.
You're here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves. Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission.
Why can't I go in?
Because Calcimo doesn't want anyone to go in. He runs the museum. He makes the rules. You have a problem with that? Go talk to him. You'll find him in front of the ruins during the day, just down the tunnel. Old Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Schuenzell. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up. Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
It's not just the keep. It's an old Dwemer ruin. And it's gorgeous. Look at that. Hey, who's there? Is it Cassimo? Brother of Varellus?
Find out what's happening in the Hall of the Dead. Arcade will watch over you.
Sure.
Arcade protect you.
I'm a short man myself.
Chanzel excavation site. What else do we have here? Where the heck is Jarl? Oh, he's probably where all the guards are. Oh, it's where the Jarl is, I think.
Dolomar is the commander of the Tholmor in Markarth. Worship of Talos is strictly forbidden.
Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth?
I was looking to purchase a house in Markarth.
Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words.
Ooh!
Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads. As his housecarl, Igmund Security is my chief concern. Igmund's father was killed by Forsworn. I won't rest until they've paid with their blood. Greyred is far too cautious, but I'll agree with him on any
I advised his father. Caution, caution, caution. I'm Igmund's uncle as well as his steward.
The leader of Red Eagle Redoubt is dead. I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. I have letters to read. The Forsworn know every stone.
Out with it.
You speak to Igmund, son of Arolfdir, Jarl of Markarth.
Doesn't even look at me when he's talking to me. You're the Jarl. I'm looking for work. Dragons have returned to Skyrim.
Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here.
Has the war been hard on Markarth?
It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started.
Why did you arrest the Nord militia?
The White Gold Concordant. Our treaty with the elves after the Great War forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for.
The Empire lost the Reach before. How?
When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn.
There was an attack in the marketplace.
My guards told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control.
Do you have any more work for me?
I do. A personal matter. My father died trying to negotiate with the Forsworn, back when that was possible. They took his shield to those Hargraven beasts they consort with. I need you to bring it home where it belongs. I warn you, it's dangerous work. No man of mine has ever faced a Hargraven and lived. I'll understand if you decline.
Don't worry about me, I'll do it.
The Vines watch over you.
You're the Jarl, I'm looking for work. What a stupid question after all this dialogue.
Are you a sellsword? I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times. Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them.
It will be done.
We will see.
Kill the leader of Bruka's sleep readout.
Retrieve that shield.
I advise him to recognize his father. Caution, caution, caution.
At all costs isn't good enough.
As his housecarl, Igmund's security was my chief concern.
The Dominion is here, and we're watching you. You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it.
You're not from Markarth, I take it.
As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city.
Well, the Thalmor.
We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion. Saviors of Mer. Victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist. And I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that.
What do you mean, saviors of Mer?
The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Mer over man, 1 century at a time.
Why are you after Talos worshippers?
It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having.
I'm interested. What is it?
Ogmund the Scout. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence.
Find evidence of Ogmund's Talos worship.
Mm-hmm. The Thalmor know how to deal with
Nice. I'll check the book. Wait, it's 2 PM and I haven't sold a thing.
Gorza is the one you should ask if you need it.
Got an axe here. Good for clearing up Forsworn.
I'd like to make an investment in your business.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
Wait, what? Why?
Let me know if you need something for me. How about some armor? Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
Why can't I invest in her shop? What's wrong?
If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
I have more than 500,000 pieces of gold. Why can't I invest in
thick armor if you're traveling the Reach alone?
Here's the book you wanted.
Books. Don't know why the Imperials like these so much. This should help the boy, though, Malakath willing. Here, let me show you how an orc learns to smith.
Wait, what?
Fight.
Let's read it first then. Was scabbard of Mark. Or wait, where is it? A Scabbard of Akrash by Tabor Von Kieg. For several warm summer days in the year of Third Era 407, a young pretty Dunmer woman in a veil regularly visits one of the master's armorers in the city of Tyr. The locals decided that she was young and pretty by her figure and her poise, though no one ever saw her face. She and the armorer would retire to the back of his shop, and he would close down his business and dismiss his apprentices for a few hours. Then, at mid-afternoon, she would leave, only to return at precisely the same time the next day. As gossip goes, it was fairly meager stuff, though what the old man was doing with such a well-dressed and attractively proportioned woman was the source of several crude jokes. After several weeks, the visits stopped, and life returned to normal in the slums of Tyr. It was not until a month or two after the visits had stopped that, in one of the many taverns in the neighborhood, a young local tailor, having imbibed too much sauce, asked the armorer, "So whatever happened to your lady friend? You break her heart?" The armorer, well aware of the rumors, simply replied, "She's a proper young lady of quality. There was nothing between her and the likes of me." "What was she doing at your shop every day for?" asked the tavern wench, who had been dying to get the subject open. "If you must know," said the armorer, "I was teaching her the craft." You're putting us on," laughed the tailor. "No, the young lady had a particular fascination with my particular kind of artistry," the armorer said, with a hint of pride before getting lost in the reverie. "I taught her how to mend swords specifically from all kinds of nicks and breaks, hairline fissures, cracked pommels, quillons and grips. When she first started, she had no idea how to secure the grips to the tongue and tang of the blade. Well, of course she was green to start off with, why wouldn't she be? But she weren't afraid to get her hands dirty. I taught her how to patch the little inlaid silver and gold filigree you find on really fine blades, and how to polish it all to a mirror sheen so the swords look like the gods just pulled it from their celestial anvil." The tavern wench and the tailor laughed out loud. No matter what he alleged, The armorer was speaking of the young lady's training as another man speaks of a long-lost love. More of the locals in the tavern would have listened to the armorer's pathetic tale, but more important gossip had taken precedence. There was another murdered slave trader found in the center of town, gutted from fore to aft. That made 6 of them total in barely a fortnight. Some called the killer the Liberator, but that sort of anti-slavery zeal was rare among the common folk. They preferred calling him the Lauper, as several of the earlier victims had been completely beheaded. Others had been simply perforated, sliced or gutted, but the Lauper still kept his original sobriquet. While the enthusiastic hooligans made bets about the condition of the next slave trader's corpse, several dozen of the surviving members of that trade were meeting at the manor house of Sergio Dres Minigaur. Minigaur was a minor houseman of House Dres, but a major member of the slave trading fraternity. Perhaps his best years were behind him, but his associates still counted on him for wisdom. We need to take what we know of this Lauper and search accordingly, said Minigaur, seated in front of his opulent hearth. We know he has an unreasonable hatred of slavery and slave traders. We know he is skilled with a blade. We know he has the stealth and finesse to execute our most well-secured brethren in their most secure abodes. It sounds to me to be an adventurer, an outlander. Surely no citizens of Morrowind would strike a task like this. The slave traders nodded in agreement. An outlander seemed most likely for their troubles. It was always true. Were I 50 years younger, I would take down my blade Akrash from the hearth. Minigaur made an expensive gesture to the shimmering weapon. Enjoying units seeking out this terror, searching him out where adventurers meet, taverns and guild halls. They show him a little lopping of my own. The slave traders laughed politely. You wouldn't let us borrow your blade for the execution, I suppose, would you, Sergio? Asked Soren Jealous, a young toading slaver, enthusiastically. Yeah, it was my backpack. It would be an excellent use for Akrash, sighed Minigaur, but I vowed to retire her when I retired. Minigaur called for his daughter Pelaya to bring the slavers more flint, but they waved the girl away. It was to be a night for hunting the Lauper, not drinking away their troubles. Minigaur heartily approved of their devotion, particularly as expensive as the liquor was getting to be. When the last of the slavers had left, the old man kissed his daughter on the head, took one last admiring look at Akrash, and toddled off to his bed. No sooner had he done so than Pelaya had the blade off the mantle and was flying with it across the field behind the manor house. She knew Kazakh had been waiting for her for hours in the stables. He sprang out at her from the shadows and, wrapping his strong, furry arms around her, kissed her long and sweet. Pulling him as long as she dared to, she finally broke away and handed him the blade. He tested its edge. The finest Khajiit swordsmith could own an edge this keen, he said, looking at his beloved with pride, and I know I nicked it up good last night. That you did, said Pelaya. You must have cut through an iron cuirass. The slavers are taking precautions now, he replied. What did they say during their meeting? They think it's an outlander adventure, she laughed. It didn't occur to any of them that a Khajiit slave would possess the skill to commit all these loppings. And your father doesn't suspect that it's his dear Akrash that is striking into the heart of oppression. Why would he, when every day he finds it fresh as the day before? Now I must go before anyone notices I'm gone. My nurse sometimes comes in to ask me some detail about the wedding, as if I had any choice in the matter at all. I promise you, said Kazakh very seriously, you will not be forced into any marriage to cement your family's slave-dealing dynasty. The last scabbard Akrash will be sheathed into will be your father's heart, and when you are an orphan, you can free the slaves to a more enlightened province and marry who you like. I wonder who that will be. Pelaya teased and raced out of the stables. Just before dawn, Pelaya awoke and crept out to the garden, where she found the Akrash hidden in the bitter green vines. The edge was still relatively keen, but there was scratches vertically across the blade's surface. Another beheading, she thought, as she took pumice stone and patiently rubbed out the marks, finally polishing it with a solution of salt and vinegar. It was up on the mantel in pristine condition when her father came into the sitting room for his breakfast. When the news came that Camillith Torum, Pelias' husband-to-be, had been found outside of Canton, his head on a spike, some feet away, she did not have to pretend to grieve. Her father knew she did not want to marry him. "It is a shame," he said. "The lad was a good slaver, but there are plenty of other young men who would appreciate an alliance with our family. What about young Soros Gelis?" 2 days later, Soren Gelis was visited by the Lauper. The struggle did not take long, but Soren had armed himself with one small defense, a needle dipped in the ichor of poison plant, hidden up his sleeve. After the mortal blow, he collapsed forward and stuck Kazakh in the calf with a pin. By the time he made it back to the Minigar manor house, he was dying. Vision blurring, he climbed up to the eaves of the house of Pelias' window and rapped. Pelia did not answer immediately, as she was in a deep, wonderful sleep, dreaming about her future with the Khajiit lover. He rapped louder, which woke up not only Pelia but also her father in the next room. "Kazakh," she cried, opening up the window. The next person in the bedroom was Minigar himself. As he saw it, this slave, his property, was about to lop off the head of his daughter, his property, with his sword, his property. Suddenly, with the energy of a young man, Minigar rushed at the dying Khajiit, knocking the sword out of his hand. Before Pelia could stop him, her father had thrust the blade into her lover's heart. The excitement over, the old man dropped the sword and turned to the door to call the guard. As an afterthought, it occurred to him to make certain that his daughter hadn't been injured and might require a healer. Minigar turned to her. For a moment, he felt simply disoriented, feeling the force of the blow, but not the blade itself. Then he saw the blood, and then felt the pain, before he fully realized that his daughter had stabbed him with Akrash. He was dead. The blade at last found its scabbard. A week later, after the official investigations, the slave was buried in the unmarked grave in the manor field, and Sergio dressed Minigar found his resting place in a modest corner of the family's opulent mausoleum. A larger crowd of curious onlookers came to view the funeral of the noble slaver, whose secret life was as the savage lauper of his competitors. The audience was respectfully quiet, though there was not a person there not imagining the final moments of the man's life, attacking his own daughter in his madness, luckily defended by the loyal, hapless slave, before turning the blade on himself. Among the viewers was an old armorer who saw for one last time the veiled young lady before she disappeared forever from Tyr. What a good story. I like it that I have read it before giving
Got
it
an
up.
axe here. Good for cleaving up Forsworn. Books. Don't know why the Imperials like these so much. This should help the boy, though, Malakath willing. Here, let me show you how an orc learns to smith.
I'd like to make an investment in your business.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
On the second thought, perhaps I'll invest another time.
If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Why can't I invest in her shop?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Can't say she hasn't got enough money. Seems like something bugged with this NPC invest option. Probably. Let's trade with her and ask her again. That just might solve the problem.
Blades? Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
I still can't.
Let me know if you need something more.
We'll have the fancy magic someday, Dad.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here?
One of your workers?
You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want?
He just said it to us. Do you own this smelter?
What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden.
What do you know about the Forsworn?
Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
Do you know anything about the Forsworn?
Don't get involved in that nonsense. Just want to work.
Who's in charge of the smelter?
Mullish. Big orc fella. Can't miss him. Alright.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working. I spill just a bit of metal and Mullish takes it out of my hide.
Who else works here?
Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Dagain broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick.
You having trouble with Mullish?
He's a damn tyrant, always being goaded by the Silverbloods to get more work out of us. They pay us next to nothing. We get beaten if we make a mistake. And where are our kind Nord rulers? What are they doing?
What if I talk to Mullish?
You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it.
Tell me about the Forsworn.
We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. All right then. Can't you see? Beat it.
Busy with the smelter.
Oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. These workers, always complaining, always excuses.
I want you to leave Omluag alone.
What? Are you telling me how to treat my workers? Do you have any idea how much metal the Silverblood family wants us to smelt?
Then we do this the hard way. Intimidate.
Wait, you win. I'll ease off on the beatings. Just leave me alone.
I spill just a bit of metal and Mullish takes it out of my hide.
I convinced Mullish to ease up a bit.
I don't believe it. Someone sticking up for us? Here, it's a week's wages for me, but you've earned every coin.
Whoa. And he says that they pay them next to nothing.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
Your path got empty like someplace else.
The Hag's Cure.
I'm Goy's assistant. I help him with the forge.
Let's see what's inside. I think it's an alchemy shop.
There's so much to learn about the shop. I'll never get it all straight.
Hey, Muiri.
I'm Bothella's assistant. She's the one you should talk to if you need an herb or a potion. Why can't the man in the city leave me alone?
I don't know. Probably because you're cute.
Need something?
A little bit of old reach magic can cure whatever ails you. I have potions for disease, love sickness, irritating children.
The Hag's Cure, that's a unique name.
Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you.
Hey, I'd like to make an investment in your business.
Come to see the hag with an offering of coin, then. Well, so be it. I accept your investment.
Let's see what you can do with this.
Ah, look at the pretty shiny coins. Now, how best to spend them?
What's your opinion of Markarth?
We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear.
What do you know about the Forsworn?
Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago.
What have you got for sale?
Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Shiny coins. No shiny coins for her now.
Now, you let me know if you need a cure.
Acted with what? Can I take this? Need more stuff for this, but I don't need it. Pretty skull. Alright. Seems that this is the conclusion for tonight's stream. I thank you everyone for watching. Glad that you did make it. And I wish you good night. Stay safe. And sweet dreams. Bye everyone. See you in the next stream.